off my mouth today, so let's get into it.
All right, thanks, guys. I'm here indeed with Viv Lawrence, so it's awesome to have his insight here with me as we jump into this match. Liquid versus CLG on Cash. If Liquid win this match, oh my god, I'm gonna be beside myself. The stuff is due to the group, but we're into the action here now as the pistol is underway and the push is coming onto the A site. As Liquid gear up for the defense already. Nitro at quad with one frag. Can he get any more here as they charge onto his position? Nitro unchallenged so far, gets another headshot, only down to 30 health. And this is an immaculate hold here from Liquid so far. Nitro tossing in a good nade there, and FNS about to get taken out. That's a flawless round there from Liquid.
That is actually quite strange to me. I mean, I'm pretty sure that these two teams have played each other several times online on practice and whatnot, but to just rush A like that, just at least try to gain some map control and some map knowledge before you actually do that, especially when you're playing on the T side. That actually pistol round on the T side on this map is actually very important, and that was just, I would have just played it a little bit slower.
And now you notice the typical pistol armor play coming in for CLG, having lost that, and so they're just going to set up for some picks here. Just assessing the situation on middle. As Tarek goes over the top by himself on a lone mission. As we are going to see Liquid playing some nice setups here, very defensive. And in comes Tarek very closely up to short, does almost catch Adren off there. Takes it down to 31 health, and now it's moving close to connector. There's Adren though, has it covered, and Tarek actually gets the frag, gets great damage onto Daps as well. This is a one-man mission so far, and that's actually a lot of good work here. Pulls out the Famis, and now distracting players on A. Things are getting real, picks up there, kill Tarek. And now they haven't even lost a single player. There's 3 left for Liquid here as they struggle against this. But there you go, equalizing things slightly. Nap gonna get gunned down there as it turns into a 2-on-1 Haze, the last man standing here for CLG. Big losses here. The bomb about to go down. Massive round here from CLG as Daps awaits his teammate now. Just have to synchronize, in they go, and not quite. Haze takes down Daps, Nitro now in a 1-on-1. Coming around the corner, takes Haze out, but so much damage done that round. What happens?
That was actually a really good eco. I was actually gonna comment on that. They actually did not have a single smoke. They had one flash. I think it was on Tarek, and that's about it. They only had pistols, and then basically Liquid just let them run around whatever they wanted. They went into connector. Tarek was just all over the place, and Liquid didn't really have a response to it. So it was a really good eco.
Very surprising to see an eco go in that way. And now Liquid are 2 up, but they have had such losses that they really have to buy, and CLG could actually just, if they really wanted to go LDLC style, just buy against all the damage that they've done if they really wanted to. But we're going to see a more conventional approach, it would seem, as the match is paused. And in these domestic matchups with a North American team, sometimes you just see the craziest of results. But as Thorin was pointing out, these guys don't necessarily have much experience with each other. So do you have any thoughts on how this match should progress? Do you have any favorites here?
Well, I mean, it would just... I'm gonna say it's gonna screw up to a Group B if Liquid actually Liquid actually wins this one. Just to spare the headache, I would like to for CLG to actually win this game. But for the excitement, obviously, Liquid. We would want Liquid to win here. Could potentially be. It's gonna be close to a 4-way tie since everyone's gonna be on 3 points.
So it's actually quite interesting how much damage has been done by CLG so far. So once again, going with the pistols, going to see a similar approach to Haze, actually taking a deagle straight to the face of Nafly, and already again up with an early advantage. You'd almost think these pistols were better than the rifles so far. As Liquid just await, just using their positioning here, just not actually giving up on mid this time, which is much better. They got a guy in Vents, a guy over by the white box, so they got some decent coverage of middle, good response time to either side. But CLG just taking it slow.
And you see here again that CLG, they don't have a smoke, they don't have a flash, and when you buy deagles and stuff, just buy a lesser gun and buy a smoke, buy a flash. It's gonna make it a lot better for you.
And they're gonna go in here for these one-on-ones, not quite going as well as last time, but still. Looks like Liquid are holding on now as the bomb is going to be ferried over towards that B bomb site. In goes Adren, he gets flashed in. Flash wasn't good, but Adren hits the shots. 1 health left on him as we have the last man standing, Finesse, on 5 himself. So this looks pretty cleaned up to me, and as far as the money's going to go for CLG, they're going to have their buy coming up in the following round here.
Yeah, this is, again, if you lose the pistol and you don't win the ecos, this first weapon round is really, really important, especially since they were close to winning an eco before. As you can see, Liquid, they're really low on money. Sure, they have all the weapons, but you can see after they buy all the nades, they don't have that much money to spare. So winning this round for CLG could actually give them maybe another 1 or 2 free more rounds.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they're able to actually pull this one off. And actually, the AKs against the M4s, CLG look pretty good here. Are they going to go for a bit of a set play? They've got a lot of movement here.
You can actually see here, they actually have Molotovs on Liquid as well, and they're setting up for a smoke round on A.
Oh, they're going to do the jump boost. Oh, okay, they have to fall back here. The push is coming in. In go the nades, as CLG jump in on top of that site, going over the top of the red container. Fugly just missing player after player. Nitro, they line up for him, and there it is. Easily dealt with by Liquid, and it looked kind of sketchy because it was like messing around on top of the red container doing the circus tricks, but
yeah,
pulled it together. Actually,
CLG, again, they actually surprised me. On the pistol round, they did a really fast A push. On the first weapon round here, they did pretty much exactly the same round. And when you just have your first buy round, you know for a fact that Liquid, they have all the nades and whatnot, and you have all the nades. You want to take your time and let Liquid waste their nades a little bit, so when you do go onto a site, you actually have less nades to worry about.
And now we're going to see the pistols once again come out for CLG, and they've actually found more success in the pistols so far. Just taking some control of A main here and seeing what they can get done. Liquid actually getting the smoke down on the A main area, so it's pretty nice actually, considering that they don't mind if CLG cross deep into A main.
You do see CLG actually with the smokes this round, so
taking a couple of shots there as Hayes as they make their way in. Another coordinated push on A once again. They're going to keep barreling this site down until it works, but Nitro so far has been unstoppable. And Adren also coming in with the AWP and Fugly with the Famous, but it's going to be Tarek with 2 quick frags with the pistol there to actually turn the tables just a little bit. But can he actually turn this into anything greater than that? Looks like Adren will pick up the kill onto Tarek, and a little bit of damage done, 2 players killed, but so far Counter Logic Gaming, their T rounds are a little bit lackluster.
Yeah, and that specific round, they actually missed a smoke onto the A bomb site. They only had 1 up on the rafters, and they should have had 1 behind it, or 1 low under it as well, but there wasn't there. It was actually on the T roof. Here we can see that this is actually first round for Peter that he picks up the off, so maybe we will actually see a slower round here.
And there's been a lot of hype generated behind Peter after the previous result on Dust 2 against LDLC in this tournament earlier today. Can he live up to the reputation that has now been growing for him? CLG just takes some map control. They have a player towards B storage as well. Hayes, he's just playing very defensively, just making sure that no pushes come in. And actually, are we seeing Naflight playing a little bit aggressively here? Where is Naflight? He's over towards main here. Actually, a very forward position, undetected so far. So he's going to hear a lot of information here. CLG keep this this tempo low. And actually, Liquid, 3 players towards A so far. The B defense quite weak, and CLG still just using the game clock to their advantage. It goes there, Finesse, he might just find Naflight. Oh, immediately takes him out. It's a big result there now as CLG. We're really needing some kind of an edge in this. 40 seconds left for them to make a move now. And it looks like they want to make that play towards B. There's Adren with a shot, does take down Cutler. As he tosses in the grenades to keep himself safe, his teammates are soon to follow as well. Here it is, CLG all in on this bomb site now. They're all just clustered around the vent room right now. Adren has free reign with the AWP, just waiting for them to cross into his reticle as a nade get flung in there to vent room. Great grenade there. 2 players left, they can't even get onto the site. Dap's gonna go down to Finesse, but Adren gonna lock it down, only losing 3 players, and Liquid with a decent hold there.
Yeah, and for CLG's part there, yeah, they actually did a slow round. The problem was that they didn't get any map control. They were just basically holding very defensively, waiting for Liquid to push them, instead of just gaining some map control, forcing Liquid a bit more back. Because you saw there, by the time CLG hit B, they had 3 guys there, mainly because they actually had no map control. So if they would have taken mid a bit earlier, or maybe even faked around B a little bit, or A, then you wouldn't see 3 guys at B there.
And once again, we're going to see just 1 player towards B storage here for CLG, just to apply a little pressure. Hopefully they can work in more what you were talking about here, get some more map control, give themselves some more options, and obscure what they're doing, really. But perhaps it's Hayes to open up middle a little bit here. Just checking all the positions here. Nobody over by CT mid main area. Vent seems clear as well as they make their way slowly forwards. And they don't have anyone in B storage or in A main really at the moment, so all in middle here, and they can really fall back to anything once they get control. But there's the peek from Fugly. Does spot the entire team almost, so that's going to give a lot of information towards Team Liquid, but they didn't spot the bomb. So for all they know, it could be towards A or towards B. Here we go. Trying to take some picks here towards short. That might actually indicate a little bit to Liquid that perhaps they're looking for this A play, but in reality, you can see them swinging on through here to B. Great shot there from Nafla on the entry as they swing on into the bomb site. Daps coming into play now from the side as well. Great spray down as now comes Cutler, able to take down Daps. And the bomb is not yet on the site. It's down by the slope there. Fugly in a great position, and FNS is having a lot of troubles there as the last man. And Liquid clean up again 7-0. And just like Thorin and Sadikis were spot on so far, at least on the CT half, things are coming all too easily here.
Yeah, and one thing I want to do is actually listen into Turtle Beach team chat on CLG.
They had 2 and B stationed.
I understand that, but there's nothing I can do if they smoke A main at the perfect time.
Okay.
Just control mid again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go work B, man.
We just watch.
I'm holding door.
One offing B, offing B. Could have cross-checker and they scored
have a
B
lot of
main and
money.
used
They're
2
playing back,
flashes.
dude. They're trying to play distance right now, so.
Yeah, they're playing super safe.
Do you guys
Playing
wanna
2-on-2.
fucking? Do you guys want to fake B and then get me out mid, and then you guys go A, and then I will lurk them flank?
We don't have
I
any
have no
nades.
smokes right now.
Do you have a
have
smoke for
flash
mid?
and
Anyone have a
smoke.
smoke for me?
I
Mid?
have a smoke.
I can smoke left.
Okay, smoke. Hey, smoke left mid. I'll smoke right. Go.
Okay, hit that. Okay.
Go. Just go B. Go A. Go A. Go A.
We don't have
You can
smoke.
smoke up top. I can. Then we got to smoke for Fortnite.
All right, it's kind of like the opening up onto Fugly there as we just listened into how they were trying to plan their mid-round engagements here, trying to take that map control. And 2 frags for Cutler. The Adrent going to be coming in with that ult frag onto Hazed. And that's going to bring it to a 4-3. The bomb down on Ain, so great work here. You can see that they really paid off that communication. That's the mid-round calls there as they were trying to decide how to approach this round. Nafla trying to make his way in from the truck here, using that AWP. And they need help from his teammates, but Adren also carrying the AWP. This is going to be an awkward retake. Going to go close, spots the shoulder of Cutler, takes him out. Tara comes in with a trade, but Daps up close now onto the bomb. It's all on Peter. 1-on-2 for the clutch here, and he's going to get eliminated by Daps and Adren. And there is just barely enough time here for the defuse. So another round coming in for Liquid, but
Yeah, listening into CLG, they actually sounded very calm and collected.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the few American teams that I've heard that's actually so calm. And that's actually a good thing. I mean, they're talking in a regular manner, just as if they were to talk to person, but you can clearly see that they don't really have that much control of what's going on. Like, there's really no information going on in the teams. It was a good setup there. They took their time. They had a smoke round going into A. Once they actually got the bomb down, there was really no communication in between the actual players.
Right. And, well, you can see a bit of a B push coming in. Nafly, close range with the AWP, does get a good tag. Daps to finish it off. Great work from these 2 players here, holding down the B bomb site. Nafly swinging around the corner with the no scope. Great stuff there from Liquid. And again, their defense looks impenetrable. And what do Counter Logic have to do to actually stop this right now?
Yeah, the thing is, right now you actually see, I actually want to point that out for Liquid. Adren is actually doing a really good job at changing sites where he actually is holding. One round it can be at B, taking a pick. Sometimes he's at A or mid. This is actually a really good play from Adren, and now you have 2 ops, so you're probably just gonna have 1 in A and 1 in B. But for CLG, again, they need map control. They don't get map control. You're just basically rushing at sites, getting picked apart. They just need to go for picks, spread out, take some map control, and then just base your game off of that.
Right, and we have seen them having a lot of trouble just having control of areas. Like sometimes they have got mid, but then their presence on B is a little bit like lackluster or A main. So like even though they get mid, the fallback options tend to be like not so strong. So it's quite a strange approach that they have so far. But pistols it is, and it's like they want to try to make another move towards A here, at least with a couple players. Got Finesse there tossing in a smoke. You know, the bomber also with him. But great boost position there for Nitro. ready to eliminate them. But Tarek leading the charge here for the A split up short. 3 players ready to just sprint onto the position of Fugly and Nitro, but Nitro's position so good, able to pick up some great opening frags there, and a very easy cleanup once again.
Oh, that round CLG did there, I would love to see that actually as a weapon round. Because it was actually a good round. You can see there, Liquid, they don't really have control out of mid. If you look at how they're stacked up, they have one around the A ramp there going towards middle, but they don't really have anyone in mid unless Snapfly goes aggressive. Just take mid control, do the same round and just smoke off towards CT spawn and just take the site. That would actually probably work out.
And now, you know, Peter's on the AWP, so perhaps they can use the individual skill of some of these players, some of these stronger weapons to actually open up the map a little bit. But that's an aggressive couple players there on the CT side here. We're not seeing this super commonly for Liquid, as they have a lot of presence towards middle and A at the moment. Just one player, Fly here on the vent room.
And Nitro's actually boosted up in mid. He's pushing.
All right, well, look at that. In the back with the flank. That's one frag onto Peter. The AWP goes down. Tarek does trade, but that's so much information for Liquid now. Just falling back onto some good positions here onto the site. As we see, once again, CLG making their way slowly up A main. Adren is ready for this. He's born for these shots. Dedicated AWP here for Liquid. The caller as well, Naflight. AWPing on the other side of the map for Liquid. And in come the grenades. Now Liquid, no, they're going to start rotating these players. The push coming in quick and fast, but the flashes, the counter flashes are brilliant. That's 2 quick frags from Fugly. Does go down, and Adren now, very close range, going to pull out the pistol. Here's the plant, goes over the top. Can he find the frag? Oh, he might just get the second one with the pistol, but his teammate Daps is in for the support, and that is a good cleanup again. CLG really struggling on these site takes.
And Liquid is, again, the afterplant, or the retake, I should say, they're doing it really well. They're taking their time. Adren coming from behind, walking around the container a little bit. Again, I just want to point out for CLG here, the way that they're playing, the standard setup they have, they're not getting any map control whatsoever. They're not even taking mid. They're not even peeking mid. They have one guy at B. He's barely getting any information. Just have 2 guys going towards B. Push B a little bit. Just force Liquid to actually have 2 players there. Take over mid. Do some things over at A, and just take map control.
Yeah, I mean, Liquid seem to have free reign on these defenses and like way too much warning of what's actually going to happen. And oh, are they going to go for the booster actually? Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to put the boost into the angle over into B storage, but it's like CLG are evacuating that area anyway. So once again, kind of huddling up in middle. We've seen this quite a few times from CLG, kind of abandoning B storage, abandoning A main, and just a bit of control into middle. Almost moving up A main now though. But, Liquid play A very defensively here. We don't see these peaks, but they don't seem to need them.
No, not really. I mean, again, they probably know that CLG is playing very defensive. Now they actually took mid for the first time in the game, it feels like.
We're seeing something closer to the round that you wanted them to do on a buy round, but the problem is that they only have 1 in A main, and that's actually the bomber. So if he gets picked up quickly, it could be very devastating. But you're going to see them actually rotating back around now. 35 seconds left on the clock. Here for them to make a move, and we can see actually already Liquid floating around a 3rd player for the defense of this site. In they go, Fugly peeks out, gets a single kill. Cutler with the trade. Adren now flashed close to the site with this AWP. This is a hard spot to AWP from. Adren gets immediately eliminated by Tarek. In come the frags, one after another for CLG, as it's all on Daps in this 1-on-3 now for Liquid. CLG looking like they couldn't throw this one away. So Cutler is actually going to miss the shot, but the position's known now, and actually just a 1-on-1 for Daps there. He's going to accept that. He doesn't even lose any health, but there it is. Cutler cleans it up, and there you go. CLG now, we can welcome them to the scoreboard. So yeah, grab their first one.
Yeah, one thing you notice there, again, CLG actually took map control. The thing about taking map control is that you don't have to necessarily get any frags. It's just you want the opponents to know that, okay, we're here, and you know, you have to actually keep in mind that we might actually be able to mind flanking or whatnot. And you saw it on Liquid. They were extremely scared of middle that they actually dropped the person off, which CLG actually didn't, but it actually hurt them, the rotation and whatnot. So that actually gave CLG the opportunity to actually take over A.
Yeah, exactly. It's hopefully we're going to see similar stuff from them in the following rounds. And they're starting it off though, as they have many other rounds. But this time, you know, we're going to see a bit more pressure into the B area here. But the thing is that Hayes did get tagged by Nafly, so he's not going to feel confident pushing forwards now, being so low. So now there's once again B control or B storage presence given up by CLG as they push their way up middle slowly but surely. Entering going in for the peak, just barely seeing a couple players, and now making their way up short as well, so slowly, so silently here. But Nitro, great position once again. Gonna have to abandon that spot now. He's been discovered as Liquid are looking fantastic on defense once again. Just checking out A main there. Nitro a bit confused. Where's the push coming from? Takes down Finesse. In come the players up short now. This could be the opportunity to actually do some damage, but they're just one after another. They just get taken down.
Yeah, they're just walking one by one. No smokes, no flashes. They're walking up. They getting killed, picked apart basically. Again, they got mid. They even got towards A, but there were no smokes. Just smoke up CT spawn there. One flash or two towards site and just rush it from all angles. There's no way the CTs can hold that.
Yeah, CLG needs to step it up right now on some of these pushes, that's for sure. And we got a bit of an interesting buy coming in from them as they wanted to just force it up here. 1 AK for Hayes with a bunch of grenades. You'd assume that they have some kind of an idea to go with these grenades that they've bought, something specific. But at the moment, just spreading out across the width of the map. One player in A main, one in B storage, 3 in around middle. But the thing is that Liquid aren't really pushing them. They're just picking up the picks as the angles get opened up to them, but they're not really pushing. And CLG...
Yeah, they're just basically holding the sites. They don't really need to do anything else, because you can clearly see that CLG doesn't really have an answer to what Liquid is doing right now. And then, again, when things are working, you shouldn't really change anything. Just keep on playing. When you realize, okay, well, this doesn't work anymore, then you can switch it up. But right now, everything they're doing is working with flying colors, so there's really no point in changing.
And they're going to make the push onto B now. But again, Liquid with plenty of warning, holding down the vent room very effectively. And actually picking up these kills. But there it is, one trade coming in from Peter. That's 2 frags from the Tech 9. Finesse picks up one onto Fugly. Now the action is starting to get interesting as CLG are barreling onto this B bomb site. Finesse all just whiffing onto the head there of Adren as they make their way in now, but the smoke is going to slow them down a little bit. Now this is a possible round here for CLG as Adren looks for the angles, but he might be in for a surprise. That's a great angle from Finesse. He actually misses the shot again. Adren with the repeat, but time is ticking away. That bomb is going closer and closer to the point of no return. That's a great pickup from Adren now as Nitro storms the site. He can pretty much go for the defuse. That's a great flash there. Peter's completely blinded. Goes for the repeat. The cover is there, and the defuse is in for Liquid and stolen out from under the hands of CLG that round. And that's 13-1.
This looks actually like a completely different team than what we
really
saw in
does.
those two. Just look at that 2-on-2 after plant for CLG. They had one guy on the Finesse on the B bomb side with an op, and you had Peter, I think it was. He basically wasn't even helping the opera on the bomb side. He could just hold a solid crossfire there. As soon as you get a peek, just the other peek back. It just didn't happen. You lost one man, and then all of a sudden they're on the B bomb side defusing the bomb.
Yeah, and it's and this is like another good round for Liquid as well, as far as starting things off go. I mean, at least for CLG, they got the bomb down, so with the on top of the money loss bonus that they get, the consecutive round loss bonus, they're actually able to feel like an okay buy here. So with a decent amount of grenades, so they can put a good showing here. But Liquid's setup is really, really nice. You can see this crossfire working on into middle here. Daps can take up anyone who is trying to get boosted over, and Nitro is going to be able to trade after Daps makes an engagement, and Daps going to pick up an easy frag onto Cutler. And slowly but surely this push is going to come in once again, but Liquid have been holding this site down so well right now, and again, one by one, their push is staggered by the use of these grenades, these defensive grenades here from Liquid. Once again, phenomenal, and they are not challenged whatsoever here on the CT side. CLG, they need to work on this T half, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at how they played on those two, with Peter was pretty much everywhere with his op. Every shot was he was hitting every shot, and the whole team looked actually like a solid team.
Yeah.
On this one, you actually see a completely different team. There's really no communication. There's really no tactics on what to do. Everyone is dying one by one. There's no smokes. There's no flashes, and everything is just it just feels rushed to me. And then whereas for Liquid, they also look like a completely different team for when they played versus Fnatic. In terms of the team play, obviously this is a different map, and they're not playing Fnatic, obviously the number one team in the world, but still, it feels like they have actually more of an idea to play how to play Cash than how to play Inferno. Especially like you were talking about, or like Steadicus was talking about, that Adrian actually plays this map a lot. He knows this map from the back of his hand. So, and that actually shows the way that they're playing, how well of a read he has towards the CLG team.
It definitely does feel like CLG need to go and like watch a lot of demos from like top teams on Cash, like really understand how to work map control and like understand how to transition that into some really strong plays. But CT side now, off the back of the pistol victory, they can definitely pull together some rounds. This is really a CT-sided map the majority of the time. It's pretty CT dominant. So CLG can be in with a bunch of rounds here. It's going to be hard to ever see them climb back from this. But you never know what's going to happen here. Liquid looking to mess up the brackets. Or sorry, the pulls here. Either way, over the top they go. Liquid in with the mid push. Already picking up a kill onto Peter. Making their presence truly felt here. Daps with another one as they make their way up into the A bomb site now. And it's completely absent of any CT players here from CLG. Liquid look like they might take this far too easily. Now all the CTs completely locked out of the A bomb site. The bomb free to go down. Just Finesse left now as he picks up 2 frags. But there's 3 fully health players left to deal with. And unless he connects with 3 heads in a row, this is going to be somewhat impossible for him to pull up. And Nitro just spamming away there, trying to bait out Finesse a little bit as he's holding the angle. Just as he turns Nitro, just baits him out a little bit, just keeps that pressure on, and there it is. They finish him off, and a match point now for Team Liquid in what is to be the most one-sided map we've seen so far today.
Yeah, and if you look at the difference between pistol rounds here, Team Liquid, or I'm going to say CLG first, they actually decided to do a fast rush on A. Whereas for Team Liquid, they actually decided to do a fast rush in mid. And the difference here is that they're taking mid control. They're not even going towards the side. They're just basically shutting off the rotation from CLG. So they have 2 guys going to the connector and the rest rush up towards A, shutting off the rotation from the B bomb side, which was a really good round from Liquid.
And now we see the pistols come into play. The pistol armor. And I think they're going to go for the jump boost again. They're both on the red container. Here we go. Can we see the jump boost actually work out? Oh, not quite. They missed the timing there. Either way. We have so many players from Liquid here now. This 5-7, you never know what's going to happen, but Nitro going to pop open the door at the most opportune moment, finds Taric, and there's some great nades into quad there. Oh, that's a great headshot though from Finesse. Picks up a really fast kill with that PD-50 onto Daps. That could make the difference. Another really strong frag there from Finesse at the back of the site before he goes down. Lots of damage done now. 2 players critically low. Make that just 1 now as Foley does go down. And it's a 2-on-2. Absolutely doable here for CLG. As Adrenaline goes in, trying to recover that bomb and get it down. CLG know that they can just play this patiently. The bomb is not down yet. So the time is working in their favor. Clears the angles. Very methodical, looking for the 1 shot. Doesn't get it. Hayes is the one that gets the 1 beak. And that shuts down Adren. Leaves Nitro left on 5 points of health. The bomb not yet planted. This has turned into an absolute disaster here for Liquid as CLG bring it back with the pistols and give themselves some hope.
Yeah, some very nice shots from both Finesse and Hayes. That 1 shot was extremely nice to watch. Again here, it's 15 to CLG actually just won the eco, which forces Liquid on the save. I'm gonna say it's a tough ladder to climb here for CLG to actually get.
I know it's like hard to say. Oh, they can do. Well,
yeah, it's really rough. Well, I mean,
let's be a little bit realistic.
They can at least
get like 10 rounds.
Score, yeah, rush up the
something.
score a little bit. Because again, if you won the first game with 60-14, you lose this one with say 62, your round difference will be completely. It's going to be really poor coming into the tiebreaker.
Oh, they need to hold up fort here. They're going to go for the B split. Carlos actually going to get bursted down by the Glock there. Fugly picking up the AK, looking for the shots. Really big damage there, but it's going to be CLG for the cleanup. And you know what? The thing that really strikes me with CLG is that if they did do their homework on this map and did like the right practice and stuff, they have like the perfect players to play this map really well. Like they have 2 like really good AWPers, and that can be really a massive deal on the CT size for this map.
Yeah, I mean, you can even on that eco first, you can see that it's not like they're not good aimers. For example, they're good aimers. It's just that the way of thinking on this map is apparently is extremely wrong. We'll see here. Maybe if they sort of CT side, they might be a very strong CT side team on this map. But again, they have the players to actually play a much better game than what they have showed us here so far.
I like this. In with a bit of style there from CLG, the squeaky push. definitely see that mixed in to a large effect. That's an early frag for them. But Liquid's still on the pistols at the moment. So we'll have to see what they're able to accomplish with those. Just really looking for some damage here. Maybe some picks if CLG look for some information plays. Maybe get a little bit close range, you know, by pushing into A main or B storage. Maybe they can get a kill. But so far, it looks like they're setting up for the B play. Nice distraction here from Daps over on the A site as the bomb does move towards B right now. This is actually going to allow them to maybe have an opening. If they can take down Haste quickly, this could be a bomb that's plantable. And there it is. The frag does come in from Fugly. And that should be the bomb going down if it can make it onto the site here. But it won't. Cutler comes in with 2 big kills. And that is going to stop the bomb from going down. And CLG lock it down.
Yeah, let's listen to some Turtle Beach team chat from Team Liquid this time.
Middle
Do
to
we
vent,
nades?
What?
Yeah, do 420 fake, do 420 fake. I'm the guy lurking outside of B in case they push. They might push a door. Get door control before we do it, okay?
They're not gonna do 2 rounds in a row.
It's Tarek, dude. They're losing 15-4.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it. Watch it.
They have to do confidential. Like,
Get control a door before you do it.
I'll pop flush it for you if you want.
Yeah, just run in there, Fug. Let's go in together.
Okay. I'm out. I'm flushing right now.
They smoke to B. They're in
Where?
vents. One boosted vents.
I'm just walking right now. What time you want to fake?
Okay, so first of all, I gotta actually say, did you hear the difference between CLG and Liquid? Liquid actually had an idea what CLG might do.
Yeah.
When you were listening into CLG, they actually did not. They were just talking about, okay, what are we gonna do? Liquid actually had an idea. They were talking a little bit smack about Tarek. You know, they're down 15-4. He's gonna do something stupid, which obviously he's not doing well. He pushed mid there all alone, but so they actually do have a plan on actually how to play this specific round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they can actually pull something together here now. Of course, Play's taking it really slow. We're going to see some of these nades set up onto that A bomb site, but in all the time that's been delayed, like the minute or so, COG have given up most control of the majority of the map, and they've settled onto like 3 players on the A site. So they're fully equipped to deal with this right now. This push that seems to be coming to A, but they're seeing all these nades, but right now no players. And one's going to go down towards B as the real threat is on that B bomb site. In comes the split onto that vent room area as Cutler. He has got a huge job to deal here, but he's got 2 teammates quick on the flank. Cavalry's coming. Adren's about to get backstabbed. In he comes. Tarek taking down Adren, taking down Fugly, taking no prisoners, but Nafly with 2. And now it's a 2-on-2 here. Liquid with the bomb down, though. Putting the clock on the CTs. As we are going to see Peter looking for that AWP frag there. And they have 2 good angles coming in, combining their forces, and Finesse with 2 frags in the confusion there, and we will see another round on the board for CLG.
Yeah, that was actually a nice fake round from Team Liquid. The problem was there that they actually did not have anyone at B already. So by the time CLG actually realized, okay, this is a fake, they were so fast on the rotate to flank. They had 2 guys flanking Team Liquid, and then again the 3rd one coming in even after. So it was a good round. They should have just kept someone at B already. So by the time that actually happened, you could at least get some more B control before CLG actually decided to rotate back.
I'll have to see if they can build on this. We do have a lot of AKs here, and a lot of players coming into Peter's scope here. Gonna take one shot, misses it, and every shot that is missed is teased much closer to his position, and he can't afford to miss anymore at this point. But he does have some friendlies coming in from the vents there. Give him a hand here, but Liquid eliminating control here of this vent room. Only Haze left over. Doesn't survive. Adren does take him down. In goes the nade to the back of the site. Not quite gonna miss hit Adren there with that. Finesse does take a 1-on-1 against Daps, and that does put it to a 1-on-2, but Finesse is so weak at this point. Bomb is going to go down here. This should be fairly unwinnable for Finesse here with 11 points of health and the crossfire possibilities. In he goes now, does take down Fugly, and does completely untouched at this point. Adren now with 12 health. Finesse slowly walking onto his angle. There's the grenade. Oh, he misses the grenade. Goes down to 2 health. Finds Adren. Oh, and Adren gets the frag. He had the play. He had the play. And that's going to be the way that Liquid take the match.